Hello to all my artsy friends. Today I have 10 amazing popsicle stick Christmas DIYs. And keep watching to the end because I also included a Christmas cupcake decorating idea. Do you want to build a snowman? Okay, let's start with some popsicle sticks and miter shears. Since we're only using the 90-degree angle on these projects, you could use regular scissors for all of these projects. I cut 2 popsicle sticks to be a little shorter than the width of 4 popsicle sticks. Then I hot glued those to the back. This will help stabilize these ornaments so they can last for many Christmases to come. Make sure to sand any rough edges down where you made the cuts because you don't want future Christmas memories for these ornaments to include splinters. I got my paints and brushes ready to go. I ended up adding some brown paint to that palette for a later project, but these plus the brown are all the colors that you will need for all 10 projects. I added a coat of white paint to the body of the snowman. I'm just painting the fronts of these, but if you want to go all out and paint the backs, then go for it. I grabbed some washi tape that I thought would work for a Christmas holiday theme, and I ended up choosing the red and the white stripe one to use as the snowman scarf. I stuck a few pieces onto some poster board, and you can get poster board at Dollar Tree, and then I trimmed them out. I cut the edges into tiny strips to represent the tassels on the scarf. I mean, you can only do so much when you're working with a 1-inch space. I found this set of black and white buttons on Amazon. You'll see me use some other sizes coming up in the other ornaments, but I picked 2 in the size that I thought worked well for the snowman, and I attached those with hot glue. I painted the top with some black paint and then attached another piece of a popsicle stick that I had squared off on the edges, and I painted black. I found these white felt stars at Dollar Tree, but I want just that silver star off of it, so I pulled at it and it came off pretty easily. I attached that silver star to his top hat with a little hot glue. Now for the snowman's face, we're going to use some paint pens. I have the Sharpie paint pens and the Deco Art ones. They both work really well. These are oil-based markers and they work great for crafting. This is part of the DIY Mommy's Christmas DIY and Decor Challenge. Christina does these challenges every season, and a bunch of other YouTube crafters play along. There will be a playlist with more Christmas DIYs, and I'll make sure to link that below along with Christina's channel. The last part is to add the string on the back so you can hang this on your Christmas tree. I got this white twine which has gold, kind of a shiny gold string going through it. I got this at Target and it really gets you a lot of this, so it was worth, I don't know, it was probably a couple dollars, and it's really gotten me through a lot of projects and I have a lot left. I started by adding a bit of hot glue and then placing the string on top. Then I finished off with a bit more hot glue on top to seal all of that string in place. And here you have a cute little snowman. I'm making these ornaments in a solo crafting session, but I think it would be so much fun to make these with the whole family. Next, we're going to make a Santa ornament. We started the same way we did with the snowman. I cut a piece of poster board into a triangle and attached to the top. I mixed a little white and red paint together to get a light pink and painted that on the top where Santa's face will be. Then I painted the hat and body red. I'm just using acrylic paints for all this. If this is the first time you're here, welcome to Artsy Cupcake. My name is Maria, and I just love sharing ways to get creative in your home. I try to make all my DIYs really simple and low cost so that you can be inspired to make something beautiful for your home. If you love home decor, dupes of expensive items, and you're as obsessed with Dollar Tree as I am, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and that way you'll know when my next DIYs go up. Okay, ideally some cotton balls would work for Santa's beard here, but I didn't have any cotton balls in my house, so I had to improvise. Improvising is just part of the creative process. Trust me, I'm a graphic designer, so I've improvised a lot in my days. So I used this cotton stem that I had gotten from Dollar Tree. I added a small red pom-pom for his nose, and then 3 buttons from that button set. These buttons are the next size down from the ones that we used on the snowman, and I did that so we could fit 3 on here. After we added the string, we have a really cute little Santa ready to hang on the tree. For the angel, I started by cutting a circle out of some white poster board. I painted mine pink since I already had some pink paint from the Santa face, but you could mix up some brown and white if you wanted, and you could just make her any shade of skin tone that you want. I connected 3 popsicle sticks together with the same method that we used earlier, and then I trimmed up a few more pieces for her arms and her legs, and then I got to painting. I used 1 white pipe cleaner for her wings and halo. For the wings, you basically just form the pipe cleaner into the shape of a heart. I wanted to make her wings stand out just a little bit more. I decided to add a little lace to the back of her wings, but that step is optional. I had found this burlap ribbon at Dollar Tree, and I just cut the lace off of that. After gluing everything together and adding the string, this angel is ready to bless our Christmas tree with her presents. Next, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to make a Christmas tree out of craft sticks. For this first one, I used 2 full popsicle sticks, and then I took a third and cut it shorter to use it as the base. I glued those together and painted them green. I cut a piece of poster board into a rectangle to be the tree trunk, and I painted that brown, and then I let it dry while I added some pom-poms as the lights. I got these pom-poms in a huge bag from Amazon, and they've lasted me a really long time. You'll notice that I'm using the same materials over and over again. This is really handy because you can gather everything in the beginning and have everything you need to make 10 different crafts. I popped on that trunk and added a string, and this Christmas tree is complete. Now we're on to the next tree, and this one starts with 1 whole popsicle stick painted brown. Then I trimmed several others with the 90-degree cuts on both sides. I cut them smaller and smaller towards the top to get that tree shape. After painting them green and attaching them to the brown stick, I added 1 of those silver stars and some rainbow colored pom-poms. These pom-poms are 1 size up from the ones that I used on the last tree. And here you have another super cute Christmas tree ornament for your Christmas tree. Next, we'll make some cute tiny skis and poles. I took 2 toothpicks and painted them. And then for the skis, I painted 2 popsicle sticks red. I used a white Sharpie paint pen to add some decoration to those skis. For the ski poles, I wrapped some twine around the top for the handles and just attached those with a little hot glue. And then I added a small black button on each toothpick and used a tiny little dab of hot glue. Make sure to comment below which of these popsicle stick crafts is your favorite and let me know if you're going to make any. My favorite thing is seeing photos or hearing from you guys that you made some of these crafts. Makes my little crafting heart happy. I added a twine bow on the front as the finishing touch, and it also helped hide the hot glue. And here we have some super cute tiny skis. These just might be my favorite. You have to have a sled to add to the winter fun, so we're going to start by cutting one edge of these popsicle sticks. I cut 2 longer and 2 shorter to get that sort of curved look on one side of the sled. Then I attached them together in the back and I sanded the rough edges. I painted 2 whole popsicle sticks brown. They will be the rails on the bottom. I also painted the sled red and white to match the skis. I attached everything together, and that little twine will double as a way to hang this on the Christmas tree. I had gotten a pack of clothespins at Target, and it came with different sizes of clothespins. For this airplane, you will need 1 of the large clothespins. Oh, that's funny. There's a plane going over it right now when I'm talking about it. I'm thinking of my dad as I make this one. He was a private pilot, so since my dad loves planes, there were lots of little plane ornaments all over our Christmas tree when I was growing up. For the tail, I cut a piece of foam core into kind of a little quarter of a circle shape, and I cut 2 small pieces off the edges of a popsicle stick to finish off the tail. I ended up hiding the string underneath of the top of the wing for this bi-wing plane. And here you have a little airplane ornament. I'm sure my dad will like this one the best. Our last 2 characters are so fun. We're going to make a super skinny snowman next. This requires 1 popsicle stick painted white. I cut out a tiny hat from some black poster board. I took that washi tape from earlier and wrapped a piece around the snowman's body. I did the edges the same way to add a little texture to the scarf, add a face and a nose. And what could be an easier project than this? For our skinny Santa, I painted a craft stick and then I added some of that cotton for the beard and a tiny piece for the top of his hat. I drew on a belt and eyes, and then I added a tiny yellow pom-pom to look like his belt buckle. After adding a string, we have a Santa, and well, he looks like he passes on all those Christmas cookies left for him. And now for that little bonus that I promised you. This is another fun holiday activity for the family. You can bake the cupcakes as fancy as you want, or you could just go with some boxed cake mix. All you need is red and green M&Ms and a few red sprinkles to make a festive wreath cupcake. After you get the icing on, start at the outer edge and place the green M&Ms like this. Then I added a few red sprinkles to look like small flowers around the wreath. For the middle, I added a few M&Ms, and I think it looks like a poinsettia right in the middle. Super easy, and a whole table of these would look gorgeous on any holiday table. Make sure to subscribe right over here if you want to know when my next Christmas crafts get posted. And if you want some more holiday inspiration right now, I did a whole playlist for you right over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a very happy day.